Okay, cool. Sorry, for some reason the audio for the video I did of this book didn't record. The video did, but there was no audio. Anyway, I'm gonna do it again. This is There is a Tree More Ancient Than Eden by Leon Forrest. So yeah, everything won't be totally fresh. I mean, obviously it's all stuff that I've written before, but it won't be stuff that I haven't seen in years. It'll be stuff that I haven't seen in like weeks, a month. How long ago did I do this? How long have I been here? This summer just won't end. Fuck. Okay. So yeah, so this is part of that is, I guess part of the benefit of that is that I had lots of different little rambling thoughts as I was going through this, and I can now that I've done all of that, I can just condense them all to the basics, which is that this is a good book, I guess. I don't know. It's definitely not a bad book, but I did not enjoy it. I did not enjoy reading it. And the thing is, I read this for my Toni Morrison class, because she edited this book, and let me tell you, this is not a book that you can read in like a few weeks, which is what we had to do. I mean, I guess you can, but you should probably be like really devoting all your attention to that, not like, devoting a sliver of your attention while the rest is divided among other classes. If you're just like reading through this at a normal speed that you would read through a novel, not great. Even the speed that you would read through most Toni Morrison books, where you'd be marking stuff down and taking notes or whatever. Even that is like fast for this, because it's just very dense and there's a lot going on. And basically, what happens when you force people to read through a book that fast, that they are completely lost, and so then they rely on someone else, like a professor, to explain it. What is the point of that? That was a very lecture-y class, which is fine, but just not my cup of tea. Really. And it was only beneficial for this book. This was the only book where I was just like, okay, yeah, just tell me what the fuck is going on, because I have no idea. But would I have had a better idea of what was going on if I'd taken it slowly? Probably. I don't know. Anyway, that's my thoughts on it. Let's get into the notes that I took here. Oh my goodness. I have a comment that says no verb here, pointing to a paragraph. No verb here. There's no verb in this paragraph. Get used to that. Get used to that, Francis, because that's sort of how this book goes for a lot of it. I found myself becoming like them and verbally upholding their style. Yeah, there's lots of like really great little quotes in this book, which I did enjoy from time to time, but mostly I was just like confused. Not even confused, just like lost. Like I don't even know where to begin with what's happening right now. Just straight up didn't know what was happening, who was talking, who we were talking about, what the idea is, any of that shit. Here we go. His midnight black face glowing as if when someone turns on a distant lamp, faint in the pitch black, and it changes ever so slightly the beautiful face of the black night, giving it a faint, faint, faint gold in its rich pitch, a black mask in relief. Thinking suddenly, was the real color of black if you scraped it long enough gold? That's fucking good, man. Then we have a note where I don't understand what yellow means in the context of race. I was like, oh, so you just don't understand colors? No, that's a phrase. Yellow. It's a word. It means, in the context of black people, I should say, not in the context of race. In the context of race, yellow would probably be East Asian, but no, in the context of black people, has a specific meaning. Here we go. Here we have there's a set of parentheses that open, but is never closed. There's lots of like, I think in this section in particular, there's a lot of like nested parentheses within parentheses within parentheses. And then there's just this one where it like never closes. And I was like, hey, wait a second. The number 340 written down here? Well, I don't know what that's all about. Wait, what the fuck? I have 340 written down here again. This, I don't remember seeing this the first time I flipped through this. What does 340 mean? And why is it written down twice? Maybe it was someone's office. It was 340. Wait, was there a 340 in the EPB? Fuck am I? And then, and then we have a set of clothes. This fucking melted my mind. when I first saw this. When I first saw this a few weeks ago, when I was looking back through these, we have a closed parenthesis that does not have an open parenthesis. So the question is, the question is everything? Are those just? Is it typos? Is he just being loosey-goosey with parentheses, and he just wants the whatever the sense of an open parenthesis is without the sense of a closed parenthesis? Because they do have particular, closed parentheses, you get some sort of resolution, we're going back to a main theme. Open parenthesis is like, here I'm going to start an aside. But maybe sometimes he wants to just be like, okay, I'm going to start an aside, and then just never end it and let you sort of slowly fade back to normalcy, or be unsure if you've ever even returned to normalcy. So is it that? And he just has happened to use an open parenthesis before a closed parenthesis? Or is this in fact highly intentional in everything? all of these pages, everything from here to here, is all of that actually meant to be one parenthetical, including the start of a new chapter? This broke my brain. I'm inclined to believe there's more like open parentheses and closed parentheses that don't really go together later on. So I'm inclined to believe that he just wanted the sense of an open parenthesis and didn't care about putting a closed parenthesis, or a closed parenthesis would have ruined the flow of things. So he just was like, fuck it, it doesn't resolve. Or maybe even wasn't thinking about that at all on a conscious level. I'm inclined to believe that. But this blew my mind. I was shooken to the core. Boy.
Have you achieved satisfaction?
Okay. Yeah, here we have another open parenthesis. Oh yeah, here we have, so this is like a letter written to Lyndon B. Johnson by, I think she's like the aunt of one of the main character. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, black woman writing to Lyndon B. Johnson, May 7, 1967. This is the most straightforward part of this book. It does have moments of poetic, discursive weirdness that you would really not find in a letter. But yeah, it really is the most straightforward part. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, here it is. Yeah, okay, here's the part that I underlined. While I'm not too upset over your accent, Mr. President, I'm more worried about what you accent than don't accent. Why, the Public Accommodations Bill wouldn't even be ours if you weren't a past master in the art of persuading Mr. In-Between and out-reasoning Mr. Go-Between, hurrying up Mr. Go-Along to riddle Cousin Gradualism so that we can all speed up old deliberate Uncle Slowdown. For as long as you accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, I know you can handle Mr. Go-Slow In-Between. So, yeah. I just really like that. This book has like really great rhythm, just in every line. It's like really wonderful to read aloud. Also great to read along with music. I read this while listening to like Untitled Unmastered, which is great. I'm sure it would have been better if it was like listening to just like straight up just jazz or whatever. But Untitled Unmastered did the trick. The imagery definitely complements this. Oh right, here's this. Let me show you. So this is this book has really great typography. Typesetting. Really great design, basically. It's very simple, but it's like even just down to like little dinkuses. Would this be considered a dinkus? I don't know. But just the little symbols, the different fonts. I don't know what's going on here, but it's very legible. It creates a clear contrast to the other stuff. The like little title pages like this, it's like very simple. Just like, maybe there's a word for this sort of style, where it's just using like the basic. It feels like just the basics of any word processor. Anyway, all that to say, this letter section. Then, to Mr. President, I decline to make long-winded utterances straight from the memory well anymore. but I write longhand by heart, and my grandkin, Nathaniel, types it all down in boldface print and triple-spaced. Can you imagine if the typesetter actually did this for this section, is what I wrote there. Because you can see it's not boldface and it's not triple-spaced, but that would be fucking incredible if they did. If you just got to this section and it was triple-spaced, everything in bold. Holy shit. But it's very obvious why they didn't do that, but still. Anything else? No. That's it. That's it. It's this book. Yeah, like I said, if you're interested, check it out. Like, absolutely. It is not poetic in the way Toni Morrison is poetic. It is, like, very experimental. And you should probably go slow with it. Not try to read it at the speed you would a normal novel. But it's just like any page you flip to, it's going to be like some weird striking image that just feels good to read aloud, in terms of cadence, in terms of rhythm and weight. Yeah, so let's test that out. Actually, let me see. I'm just going to flip to a page and boop. Now these rustlings, rumblings, and murmurings of the crowd, although intense, appeared to be more zealous than heated, yet there was a wicked and lyrically trembling hint of delight not fulfilled, delight of deferment, which bordered on maniacal. That's pretty good. Let's see if we can get another one. And Jamestown had once told me long ago, I hate laughing at anything, little yellow boy, even though I did see him laughing along with old man Wine. That's not a really good one. That's a rare case of actual dialogue. Come on, one more. Oh god. Here we go. Then you commence to tripping and flipping and fleeing your duties, and maybe even doing a somersault too, amid your carelessness, down his journey road, as if you can make a circus of his life, and your body is failing inside your undisciplined, pointless soul. So there's that. By the way, I'm stopping, but I'm not stopping at at periods. I'm stopping at just any punctuation that one ends with a semicolon, because you could just keep on reading for pages and pages without hitting a period. But anyway, that's this book. I did read The Marginalia in another book, My Not So Perfect Life by Sophie Kinsella. Is that her name? Which I read for a chick lit class. But that one didn't have much, hardly any marginalia in it, because I only read the first few chapters in book form, and the rest I just listened to on audiobook. So yeah, that's why I'm not going to re-record a video of that, because there wasn't really anything there. But yeah, there we go. And that's my college experience, by the way, is stuff like this, and then, just the most genre shit you can freaking imagine. This, and then Agatha Christie. Was I actually reading that at the same time? It's possible. It's possible that was the same semester. Anyway, yeah.